Yeah, Yooka Laylee was a weird one because like I fully supported it. I think I did which like this is on me. This is totally on me. Like this is not their fault. I did the like over the $100 one, I think. I think them trying to do the whole spiritual successor, they were just in over their heads doing the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. I think if that wasn't there and they could have just worked on the game and did it at a scale that like would have made more sense for them, I think it could have came out fine. I think like them trying to have it be that spiritual successor already put the expectations so high, and then I think they tried to meet those expectations and it made them do more than they could. My brother just looks away on anything ukulele related. LOL, he really hates the game. For me, like, well, for one, that final boss fight in Yooka-Laylee, oh my gosh, I remember getting really mad, which like could have just been on me. I don't remember the fight enough to really gauge it, but I remember there were so many things about it that were like, dude, I can't believe this is the final fight. Like, what the heck? I don't remember it enough to have any say on it. I'd have to look back. Like, it could have just been me being aggravated at the time. I don't know. But from memory, I remember being super aggravated about that fight. And when it comes to the game, like, Yooka and Laylee as characters, I still think are super cool. Super, super cool. But the game, it did not feel like a game that came out the year it did, is the thing. Like, there are plenty of indie games that have come out that feel like full-fledged, like, just fully completed video games. That game, there was just so many elements of it that made it feel like this was not like I don't know how to word this. Like, obviously I don't expect AAA like quality from an indie title, but I've always said that the best indie games are ones that you don't even realize they are. Where like Shovel Knight, it just feels like a full, like nothing about it even feels like you could have fooled me on who made it. And what I mean by all this is that, like, usually indie titles have way smaller budgets and stuff like that. So I'm saying, like, to me, when indie titles are really good is when you can't even tell. Like, you can't even tell that there was, like, a smaller team or a lower budget. Like, you literally just don't even know. It just is, like, really good. So, like, Shovel Knight's one of them. I'm not into it. Like, I've never played it because I'm just not into Metroidvanias. But, what's the... Hollow Knight. Like, Hollow Knight, I don't know enough about Animal Well, but, because I saw that Sandbar, you just brought that up also. What's up, Sandbar? But tons and tons of indie titles where, like, you could have fooled someone on budget, team size, like, all that stuff. Yooka-Laylee, I remember playing it, and it was like, again, it was... I didn't play it and go, like, I spent $100. Like, that was my choice to do that on the Kickstarter. That was my choice. So I didn't fault them for that. However, it just I mean... It also didn't help that Odyssey came out around that time too, I believe. And I remember going to Yooka-Laylee and being like, the movement is just... Which, like, yeah, I mean, I don't expect, you know, it to be on that equivalent level, but they're the same people that did make Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Kazooie, I thought the movement was fine. Thought it was great. So, I don't know. Not that I don't think the movement was, like, terrible, but I remember feeling the difference when I went to play Yooka-Laylee. I don't remember what order the games came out. I just remember feeling that difference. The expectations were high. Yeah, so it was like them wanting to make a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie 3 already set the expectations high. Then there was also like I feel like because of that they tried to do too much. I think they just tried to do too much, and they made maybe the worlds like too big, or the game itself was just too ambitious, because like you just move around and do certain things in that game and it just doesn't, to me it just really doesn't feel like a game that came out in the year that it did. And I think that's like the biggest thing. But hey, if they can redeem themselves on the Yooka Replaylee or whatever it's called, so be it.